Awesome. So can I share with you why I am doing what I'm doing? One of the core motivating factors is being able to use my voice for good. And why that is so important is because when I was a teenager, this is kind of hard to talk about. When I was a teenager, my mom was being abused by my stepdad. And there was one day when I heard her getting beat, and he had locked her in the bathroom, and I was sitting outside in the hall listening to him beat her. And what's so painful about that experience is that, come to think of it, I need to have a hypnotherapy session on this experience. What was so painful about that experience was that I sat there in the hall not knowing that I should have called the police, not using my voice, being afraid to take any action. And that's really what it's like to be in that first stage of those 3 stages that we talked about earlier, is that there's something horrible that's happening to you and you're not able to take action against it. So that being the key motivating factor of why I want to use my voice to inspire other people to not only stop what they don't want, but to create what they do want. One of the visions that I have is being able to create an event, and I even have a date set on it. It is March of 2025. And that event is going to be a place where people can use their voice to share a message and to declare their victory. For people that decide right now that they want to move forward with us, if they're in that first stage or the second stage or even the third stage, if you decide that you want to move forward and go through this transformation journey, then this event is for you to declare what your hero's journey looked like, to have gone from that beginning place of pain into this beautiful place of creating and being who you truly are. So that is a key motivating factor for me in what I want to create and how I want to inspire people to use their voice and why it matters. There's a song I even play every single morning that's like the victory dance that we're going to do across the stage. It makes me imagine it and remember it. It's so fun. So can I share with you then the strategy of how we're going to get to this event for you to be able to actually create your hero's journey and transform, to find the old part of you, the phoenix, and to be reborn from the ashes so that you can live as your true full self. The first thing that we're going to do is a 5-day challenge. In this challenge, you're going to learn the foundational principles. And I've mentioned a few different things today during the webinar that we're going to go over, but really this is the foundation and digging into the roots of what you believe and why you believe it. When I was transforming from depression to significance, I learned through my garden principles that helped me to transform the way that I think. It helped me to see life in a whole different way. Pain was something that I fought against a lot. Frustration was something that I fought against a lot. How long am I going to have to deal with this? Why do I have to do this? All of the limiting, heavy emotions that went along with my victim mindset, those things were transformed by understanding the laws and the principles that I learned in the garden. And that's what I'm going to teach in the 5-day challenge. Those principles that transformed my paradigms and my beliefs into a way that helped me to open up and understand what are the laws that are governing success and transformation, and how can I work within those laws and align to them so that I'm not fighting against something like gravity and wishing gravity didn't exist because it was bothering me. you know? So the 5-day challenge is going to be something amazing that will open your eyes to see a new perspective. These principles will help to divide the darkness from the light. It will help you to see clearly your thoughts and your emotions so that you can learn to take that state of chaos and reorganize it into what you truly desire. It's really going to help you to find your superpowers. There's things that you can focus on, things that you can believe that give you a strong foundation of truly knowing what your powers are and knowing what you can let go of so that you're not focused on something that you can't control. The whole process from beginning to end is a transformation path for you to be able to go from depression to significance, whatever it is that you want to create and do in your life, to find that path to get those answers inside of you so that you can learn to own your own mind, both cognitively and subconsciously, so that these two things are married together and you're able to dig into really understanding what the principles of transformation are. A lot of people make hypnotherapy sound mysterious, and they think that psychology is something that's really complicated, but it is really basic and simple. The way to program your own mind is through images, words, and emotions. And by joining us in our program, you're going to be able to truly understand what that means for you in your thoughts, your heart, and your body. This is really about you choosing to take that step, to take action and move forward, to decide to burn down that old part of you that's causing that pain, and to really let that ashes sink down into the ground and let it give you a new birth, a new life, so that you can experience a life of wholeness, a life where you feel fulfilled, where you feel that feeling of significance and you know who you are and why you're here. This is a place where you are going to be able to experience growth and look at your past and the pains that you have in a whole new perspective that help you to see the benefit and the progress that you're making because of the hardships that you're experiencing. It's a matter of focus and it's a matter of perspective. And when you join us in our program, you're going to be able to have your paradigms transformed in a way that you didn't see life before, in a way that instead of looking down, you're going to be able to look up and really be able to experience what it is like to have a life that you desire to create. It doesn't mean that everything is perfect. It doesn't mean that you have everything you ever wanted, but it does mean that you know that you are worthy, that you can have what you desire, and you are using your mind to continually imagine and attract those things that you are creating. This is about you getting behind the driver's wheel. It's like you have a Ferrari that's your car, your mind, and it might have been, run off the road and doing something that you don't want it to do, but you have the power inside of you. Your mind is so amazing. The capacity and the potential is there. It's just a matter of you getting behind the driver's seat and choosing to take responsibility and learning to control your own mind. I believe the point of life is to take responsibility because that's been my journey. A victim is someone who does not take responsibility, who blames everything on everyone else and it's everybody else's job. Just like where I was when I was building my first garden box, I was waiting for my then husband to build the box for me. Until I decided, I faced the fear of using a power saw for the first time. I cut my own boards and I screwed them together, and I did what I needed to do to take responsibility for my own life. You find yourself in a place of depression or fears or being stuck. I believe it's because of the lies that we believe that are keeping us from really knowing who we are, from really knowing the truth about what's inside of us and what we're born to do. Only you can make that decision to move forward. When it comes to you living your purpose and doing that thing inside of you that is longing to come out, creating that thing that expresses who you are and that contributes to the creation and the expansion of the universe, when it comes to doing that thing for you, only you can decide. You are the expert of your life. Only you know what's in your heart, and only you can bring that longing out. You have to decide what matters most for you. No one else can tell you that. It's really looking back to that beginning stage of that phase one and deciding if you want to stay where you are right now and keep looking down, or if you want to take action and move forward and live a life of significance. This is the call of greatness. This is why I want to call you forward to find out what is inside of you, because there is an amazing person in there with incredible potential. Just like I saw in myself way back in the beginning of my journey, I saw that person inside of me that had that incredible potential, and it's inside of you too. I am here to support you. I'm so excited that you have joined us today, and I look forward to seeing you in the 5-day challenge. Have an amazing day.